President Trump did something that no other president has ever done. He actually was bringing nations together. He was actually showing the world how America was number one. Remember, President Trump, one of the first things that he did, he went to Israel. They welcomed him with open arms in Israel. And he even went to the wall and he put his hand on the wall. And if you ask me, he was praying when he went there. What he was praying, what he was saying, only he knows, between him and God. After that, when he went to Saudi Arabia, they welcomed him with open arms. You can see them when he was in the beast, the vehicle, and you can see all of the Saudis on the horses. They had the Saudi flag along with the American flag. It was a sight that the world had never seen before, with an American president going to Saudi Arabia like this, just after he went to Israel.
And a ceremony like this, a reception like this, I think says a lot, a great deal about how the kingdom views President Trump.
Especially after we just read those headlines of, giving advice to the places he's visiting to make sure that President Trump wins in this thing. That's not what this is about at all. This is about the president also showing that same amount of respect back to Saudi Arabia and the other places he's going to visit. As you saw there, though, quite a warm welcome.
President Trump, when he was in Saudi Arabia, they even celebrated the fact that he was there by playing the Star-Spangled Banner. It was phenomenal. Now, of course, it seems like maybe a little bit out of tune because it's not something that they normally play all the time, but it was the fact that they even played it. He also went to India. In India, they welcomed him so much the people were lined up and they said it was down miles trying to get into the stadium. The stadium was full just to hear President Trump's speech.
I don't think there is any such ground in the world. But at the moment, this ground, this stadium, chock-a-block with people from all across Gujarat and indeed across the country. They have come here to witness this spectacle, this mega event, the largest event of its kind anywhere in the world. Namaste, Trump.
Namaste. Namaste. And hello to India. This is such a great honor.
Not only that, he was the very first president to go to North Korea. He set foot in North Korea, the first president ever. And of course, they don't like it. They didn't like it. They wanted President Trump to get in conflict with North Korea because he was calling him Little Rocket Man. But President Trump didn't do that. He did just the opposite. He did what no other president has ever done in the United States of America. Obama didn't even do it. And they were upset because President Trump did.
Stepping across that line was a great honor. A lot of progress has been made. A lot of friendships have been made, and this has been in particular a great friendship. So I just want to thank you. That was very quick notice, and I want to thank you.
President Trump went to the UN. He went to the United Nations. And when he was in the United Nations, he straight up told the world leaders that the United States of America will never be a socialist nation.
Today I repeat a message for the world that I have delivered at home. America will never be a socialist country.
And he went on to say how bad the United Nations supporting socialism really is.
The most serious challenges our countries face is the specter of socialism. It's the wrecker of nations and destroyer of societies. Events in Venezuela remind us all that socialism and communism are not about justice. They are not about equality. They are not about lifting up the poor. And they are certainly not about good of the nation. Socialism and communism are about one thing only: power for the ruling class.
As a result of him talking about socialism at the United Nations, the exact same day, President Trump couldn't even leave the building before Nancy Pelosi went in front of the cameras and said that they need to impeach him now. That was the first time they proceeded to impeach President Trump in the White House.
The actions of the Trump presidency revealed the dishonorable fact of the president's betrayal of his oath of office, betrayal of our national security, and betrayal of the integrity of our elections. Therefore, today, I'm announcing the House of Representatives moving forward with an official impeachment inquiry.
They wanted to impeach him because President Trump was bringing such awareness to the world that they could not stand it. See, President Trump did all of these things. And see, they want the Antichrist to do it. Because even in the Bible, it says that the Antichrist will do this. He will bring peace to the world, supposedly. So you can't have someone like President Trump doing this because he's the wrong person, according to the world elitists. They need someone like the Antichrist, because see, when the Antichrist does this and the Antichrist comes on the scene, they're going to love him. He's going to embrace everything that is about wokeism, and they're going to love him for it. They're going to embrace him because everything he is about is against the truth, and because he will actually reject the truth and he will make the lies become their truth, how they say it. This is the time that we're living in. This is actually happening right now. The Antichrist is going to be someone that they all marvel after, and they're going to say he has all the answers. That's why these world elitists, along with the Democrats here in the United States of America, had to remove President Trump. They had to get him out the way because he was doing too many positive things. 7 Nobel Peace Prizes, right? He was nominated for it. Making complete positive changes in the world. The Abraham Accord. No president ever came so close, and they didn't want it to happen. Even when President Trump took out the dictator Soleimani, there's people that would not walk on these murals, right? They had these murals in the Middle East. And it was the murals of the United States flag and the Israeli flag. And they had them on the street, and they're huge. And the people, after President Trump, they weren't walking on it. They put them there for people to step on them every day. But then they were walking around them.
کجا؟
This was another reason why they had to get rid of President Trump, because he was doing what they did not want. He was bringing peace. He was bringing awareness to people, and people didn't want to see it. These elitists didn't want to see it. Let me remind you, even in Hong Kong, they were showing support for Trump.
Many waving American flags to say thank you. They're grateful after President Trump signed legislation strengthening the position of pro-democracy protesters.
And now we have the Nord Stream 2 explosions in 3 different places where they're calling it complete sabotage. And President Trump is straight up saying that he is willing to negotiate, to do the negotiations between Russia and Ukraine to prevent World War III. But of course, we all know that they're never going to allow President Trump to do such a thing. Because if President Trump can bring the end to this conflict in Russia and Ukraine, everyone will be like, oh my goodness, we need Trump. But see, the left, they want this conflict. They need this conflict because they need the conflict on the planet, because the more chaos on the planet, it gives a reason for the Antichrist to come on the scene and bring so-called peace. Please share this video. You know, everything that I shared with you in this video is 100% true because I just showed it to you. Copy the link and text it to somebody. Like, follow, subscribe. No matter how you're watching this, share this video. You know the truth is under attack. My name is Will Johnson, UniteAmericaFirst.com. We all see what's happening here. With inflation at 8.6% and climbing, you're going to need help to get back to financial safety. The Noble Gold experts will share their knowledge of gold IRAs so you don't have to worry about a thing. And if you act quick, they're giving away an incredible 1/10 ounce American gold proof coin with every qualifying IRA or 401k rollover. Look at it, it's beautiful. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold. Call the team right now and tell them Will Johnson sent you. The number is 877-646-5347, or simply click the link in the description of this video. NobleGoldInvestments.com.